good? What's happening? It is the Stir Up here on 5FM. My name is Miss Cosmo as per usual, giving you one of my in-depth interviews as per usual. Tumi's in studio and he's going to tell us what's up with the Beyonce drop on the album, Return of the King. Keep it locked.
I started with a bunch of my friends when I was like, 11 or 12, and they were all skateboarding and I couldn't. But I could, talk fast and rap.
I know the boundaries, so please give up that visa.
You need the visa.
Yep.
Yes, so Tumi's in studio, finally. Finally in the Stir Up. How do you feel?
I feel good. Finally get an invite, yo. Finally, yo. It's been like what? You had the show for like 10 years? You're like your 10th, no?
Come on. Yes, and this week you decided to shock the masses.
Since
when are you Beyonce? What's going on?
Beyonce,
Dropping albums without telling anybody. What's going on?
You know what? Hey, man. I think it's important, to acknowledge where we are today. I think the game has changed so much, that you literally can just say, hey man, you know what, for all those loyal fans, those people who've held me down, I'm just gonna give you a gift on the 16th of June. I had a really big song called 76 with Tumi in the volume, and it kind of it was an anthem for young people at the time, like a good 10 years ago.
Yes.
And ever since, every time it's June 16, people are like, yeah, can you come do 76 for us? Got it worse. And I've done other projects where I wanted young people to kind of do stuff and tell us what they're thinking about as young people. This is the perfect time to be yourself. To not follow formula, just whatever's in your heart, just kind of put it out. And every time you listen to your show as well, it's like you hear how cats are like, yo man, it's a range of stuff. It's cats who are quite influence. There's cats who are
trap
really
influences.
trap, you know what I mean?
Girls on the come out.
Trust. It's just a really great time to
be in
be,
hip-hop.
yeah, man.
In defense of my art, I'd rather be Tony Allen than Questlove.
Personal questions for me. In defense of my art, obviously the video came out, and it was really interesting for me to watch because I tried to be very open-minded with it. Then you had your spat with Simpiwe Dana about it. Back and forth. Did you guys resolve that? Are you guys friends now?
Good. She's on the album. We good. We back cool. I think it's important to.
How did you take that though? Weren't you sitting at home and then?
I was a little taken aback. I felt like the platform she used was maybe not the best. I think I understand what she was doing. I think it's important to have those debates out in the open. I just felt like because Twitter is so ratchet sometimes, you can't always get to explaining or just putting your position forward because there's so much noise, right?
Yes.
Everyone's got their own. So I don't always think it's a great platform. I think maybe the round table or just other things. You know what I mean?
Tables.
Hey, I'm down with that.
We know how those end up.
Right.
Obviously, okay, well, you've also got a track in the song called Rob the Church. A little interesting, a little controversial.
Right.
What are your views on religion?
I'm a Muslim myself, so I'm fasting, Ramadan, Kareem to everybody. But that doesn't mean, like everybody else who's either religious or not, that you don't have questions and doubts. You know, and Rob the Church is not about Christianity per se. It's just about power and how people use power and people's sensitivity. It could be like those guys who palm read, They have the power of people's emotions, people who miss their loved ones, and they kind of use that to kind of either make money or, you know what I mean? So it's just speaking to how sometimes, it might be inside you. It might be, and the idea of robbing the church is just to own yourself again. Not to say, don't believe in God, but just to say, own yourself again. Bring yourself back to who you are. A lot of the music that we're making resonated beyond our environment, and, people who visited the country heard the stuff and they were like, yo, if I can like this, somebody where I'm from can like this, and they, took a chance with us and took us to Europe and Canada and the States and all these things, and and they were right. I'm nice, I got 2016 tours already out, I'm in Europe, I'm good.
That's nice.
But no, for real though, I think it's important for people to especially as a new artist, it's important to manage your expectations. You're not just gonna come out and be Casper. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it takes real kind of dedication and drive for your thing to work. You know what I mean? Like before Skanda, there was no Skanda, right? So these dudes, like literally, they were like, "Yo, this is the thing. We're working on this thing." You know, before Nafukwa wasn't no Nafukwa. You know what I mean? So it just takes you being persistent and deliberate about it. You know, and I just wanted to make sure that Joe, do you know what you're getting yourself into? Because it's real out here. What we were doing with Reason and Zaki was really just establishing that, this is the kind of stuff that we want to work on. And then you get to that point where it's like, you're making inroads into the industry and you're about to go black, from red to black as a company. And then the whole industry can change. The biggest lesson we've learned as a business, Motif Records that is not to focus on bottom line, but more top line. And by that, just expansion, how to expand.
I've got Saiti asking a question here saying, please ask Tumi to unblock me. Don't know what I said for him to block me, but it came as a surprise to find out that he did.
He blocked me.
I know you're sensitive with your Twitter.
You know what? He probably bootlegged my album. I don't know.
No, Saiti's actually a producer. I know him. So
I
word.
Think
he would do that.
I don't know, man. Maybe he made a fat joke that wasn't so funny, or that wasn't. I appreciate fat jokes if they're clever. My thing is like, if it's corny, I'm like, come on, man, block. Either that, or it was personal, or I just like, man, I didn't get my cigar that day. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you just get the victim.
Yeah, shame. So Tumi's he's gonna give us a 16. Is you ready? Boom, 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 boom.
Is this like a cappella? Just like a rap?
You can do whatever you want. You want a backing? I can give you a backing instrumental, or you can do it a cappella.
I'm so motivated, feeling myself, don't go hating on it, give me my belt, I'm heavyweight, so who the little guy here? Feather lightweights, I'm really light years ahead and out of space, you just a Nike. Simple ideas, created from a killer mind state, T is a beast, going gorillas, this shit's like apes, bananas. The manners, we don't fit in a place, we animals with mad attitude, and enough swag to boot, knock it with a cutie who be acting like she like the dude. It's from the ghetto and the avenues, I'm between the north and the dust, somewhere in between you find the truth. Return of the King. What you don't know is Big T from the V with Miss Cosmo on 5FM to stir it up like Bob Marley. What? These guys acting like John Carney, running Carney. What you saying?
Yeah!
Barely you're 16, but you know.
Yeah, so do it again.
Oh wow, I get the bit. I get the phone master flex.
You gave us a drop of the 5FM.
I get the horns.
And there you have it, the interview with the King, the return of the King. Tumi Molekane himself was in the studio to basically give us a little bit of an insight as to what's happening on his album, why he worked with the people that he worked with, and what took so long for him to come back. You know what I mean? Busiswa straight bodied her verse on that track as well. So you need to obviously check it out because there's little bits of the album that you might just find interesting. Return of the King, Tumi, he's back.